Hold on. In one point of our lives, we have all been labeled, or we have labeled other ones, such as vice versa. We judge people whether they're, depending on what they're wearing, what they say, their personality, but it's all stating positive facts. I myself always use a halo effect here in school when it comes to meeting new people or just meeting teachers in the upcoming quarter. But I would say positive stuff about them, and sometimes it turns out to be the complete opposite, which they end up not being a good friend or not being good teachers. The halo effect is a way of a person to judge others who they think are considered saints through an own eyes. Again, stating positive things, no negative. I will first be talking about the background of the halo effect and then I will be talking about how it's used towards reality stars and celebrities, and finally I was talking about now how only it's used towards humans but also used towards foods. First, the halo effect was introduced as a psychological research in 1920 by Edward Thorndike. The halo effect. What is a halo effect, you ask yourself? Halo is a term that comes from a religious concept. That's Edward Thorndike, the first researcher to study the halo effect. The term halo comes from a religious concept, which is a glowing circle that floats around on top of saints, which we labeled as being a good person or just people that have done nothing wrong. According to this theory, you are transferring your judgment into one quick glance, just stating positive facts and not thinking about the negative things about them, but just focusing on the positive of what they've done. According to psychology.com website by Kayla Causey and Aaron Goetz, published July 1st, 2009, the halo effect is a cognitive bias in which we are impressed of another person's influences and how we feel about his or her characters. Now that I've talked about the basics of the theory, I will now talk about how it's used for society and reality stars. In my personal experience, I watch a lot of reality TV shows. I get asked all the time why I keep up with them, why I watch them. I honestly don't know why I watch them. They just catch my attention because of what the actors, they're acting, what they do. Most of the time I don't judge them because they go through things that we don't go through, and I don't know, I just like to state positive things about people that are acting on TV. I just talked about how it's using positive in a positive way, which there's also a negative way, which is called the devil effect. According to Jennifer and Jacob Nelson in the article NNG, published November 9, 2013, they found that people were asked to assess or say something about others in their same group, and everything that they said turned out to be negative. For instance, the Justin Bieber case that just happened. When you guys think about Justin Bieber, you guys think about negative things, right? Negative things. He's an alcoholic, he uses drugs, he's irresponsible, and he's a bad influence to young people, or young adults that are around his age. Now that I've talked about how it's used in society, I will talk about how it's used towards foods. In addition, it's not only used towards people, but also towards foods, which is called the health effect. When you guys think about Subway, you guys think about healthy vegetables, food that has no calories, doesn't make you fat. But when you think about McDonald's, you think about calories, a lot of calories, food that makes you gain weight, and grease. But did you know that Subway's footlong has over 1,000 calories, and a Big Mac from McDonald's has 550 calories? According to Gina Corsi and on the Today I Will website, published May 3rd, 2013, they stated that 25 college students throughout the ages of 18 and 26 have gained 15 pounds due to trying to eat healthy, just going to McDonald's, just going to Subway, eating either a full long or a 6-inch. They have gained over 15 pounds each. So it's not so much of a good thing to go to Subway just because it's vegetables or greens. I lastly just talked about how it's not only used towards people, but towards humans, but it's also used towards food. Now you have a better understanding of how we frequently use it, how we frequently use the halo effect, and how our lives could change by being judgmental. I first talked about the background and the positive ways of how the halo effect is used. I then talked about the society and how we tend to judge others. And then I finally talked about the negative and how it's used towards food known as a halo effect. One day you might catch yourself judging others, but remember there's also someone out there judging you for what you do or what you wear. So remember, it is true what they say. Don't judge a book by its cover. Thank you.